Yo, haha, Miltnificent. What is good, YouTube? Your boy Miltnificent coming back with another quick video, man. Today we got the AE1 Low, at least the Night Indigo. This actually was the first low to release, at least out of the USA pack. And I'm calling it a pack because I know that there's other USA releases that's supposed to come out, but Adidas really didn't announce whether they would come out with it or not. This is the AE1 Low series, in which that the Night Indigo was supposed to come out, as well as the red and the white series. It remains to be seen whether, you know, Adidas is going to release these next two pairs, because this Night Indigo came as a shock drop to a lot of people. Now, I wasn't able to get my pair, but I did get my size for my son. He did want that for pretty much going back to school. But this is the shoe that Anthony Edwards was wearing when USA won gold against Paris to win the gold medal. So with that said and done, man, here you go right here. You can see right here we got the standard AE1 box Anthony Edwards logo. We got the anthill going on right here. And for those that are wondering about this whole design, to me, unless Adidas says otherwise, it does remind me of kind of like the outsole if you're looking at the herringbone for this shoe. And this shoe basically is kind of like a low version to the actual mid and what Adidas created the AE1. You know, basically they just took this generative supportive wing. It is it's like TPU basically on both sides, the kind of topple in the upper with the bottom. It does have that Adidas light strike cushioning with the light boost, but the light boost that's on here, you can't see it as much unless you take out the insole and you look on the inside. With the lows, they're actually exposed towards the back, and that's kind of what makes their design actually unique. You can see that it has the light boost exposed there. Even on the bottom, you can see a little bit of that boost action with the textile upper basically on the low. Now, this low version, the reason why I'm bringing this up, because I like this low with the replacement of the mid, but I like the mid as well. I think they each serve its own purposes. A lot of people prefer the low just because they see it as a lifestyle shoe as well as a basketball shoe, and I think that can be said with the same thing in terms of the mid. The only difference that you're going to notice with the low and the mid is that outside of the exposed light boost that you can see right here on the heel counter, they both have that plastic Adidas heel counter, but they have padding on the inside more on the low than it do on the mid. And a lot of people have said that the lows are easier to slide in versus the mid in terms of your feet. But they also have breathability, man. You just can't believe it. I believe it's like some form of like plastic, or I don't want to say mesh, but it's definitely like some plastic paneling, which creates breathability in this shoe, both on the mid and the low. But that said and done, man, let's just crack this bad boy open. I do want to see the Night Indigo. Again, you can see here, size 11 for my son. Man, his feet are growing. But we slide this bad boy open. Let's see what we got here. Oh, you guys are going to like this one. Yeah, you're going to like this one. I'm going to explain why for a second. Let me see. If I read correctly with this pair, it is to my understanding, I'm not sure if you realize that on the plastic kind of paneling towards the toe, normally they put 3M on certain models. This one is not 3M. I do want to kind of point that out. The reason why I said ooh is because this comes with extra laces, actually a white set of rope laces to go with the navy that comes stock with the actual shoe. Now, this might be the first AE1 Low where they gave you extra laces. If I'm not mistaken, when I did the Velocity Blue was the last shoe that I did, and this is the mid, and this came with extra laces as well. I do notice that every time that they couple, or at least Adidas, every time they couple with the extra laces, it's usually a feature that they take off, and it's typically the 3M paneling. So either you're going to get a textured toe box, a plastic one that has 3M, or just a plastic one that has nothing, and they just give you extra laces. That's kind of what they did with this. But whew, man, this shoe right here is nice. This is real nice. And again, this is the shoe that Anthony Edwards did wear, but you can see right there, man, got the white Adidas logo on the heel counter, again with that light boost. Whew. This feels really, really good. In fact, I'll show you some pictures of where the breathability is kind of behind the actual generated support wing on both sides. But man, I actually wish I wanted this one. It's just that this shock drop. Now, somebody was asking me, is this shoe going to restock at some point? Because sometimes Adidas does put it back on, but I'm not sure. Typically, when it comes to these limited stocks, and at least the limited versions of the AE1, I've never really seen them like restock for instance, I never seen them restock the Velocity Blue or the Georgia Red Clays, but this is nice. Oh, and I even like what they did on the back of the actual tongue, because normally you would see Ant's logo right here, and then on the back of it, you can see it says USA. This is why I hope that they do come out with the other two series, or at least the other two low colorways in the low series for the USA, which I'll call the USA pack. It's actually pretty dope. And that's another thing about the low series, is that you'll see a video like on the mid, it comes with the actual tongue. It has two straps attached to the side of the actual shoe. And it's supposed to help create that lockdown effect when you're playing basketball. With the low, they removed that, and you have more flexibility with the tongue. But I tell people usually, even in my previous two videos when I did the low series, to kind of utilize this like top tab towards the tongue and kind of like tie it down. So this way, your tongue is not shifting back and forth when you kind of leave it exposed. But if you use the laces and you go through the top loop, yeah, it definitely still has that lockdown effect. Let me see what the insole looks like, because insole I am curious about to see if they did a unique design. Oh, I like this. Yeah, let me take this out real quick and show you guys. The insole is a little bit different from the other releases, whereas you see the American flag right here. Let me just kind of turn this around, but you see the American flag right there, and that is like a dope touch. They also came out with a gold AE1 Low colorway, which I really hope that they come out with that one, but I think that's exclusive to Ant just for now. Again, after the USA basketball team just won gold. And of course, when you do take the insole out of these lows, the actual light boost is exposed on the inside, which you can see right here. But man, comment below. Let me know what you think of the AE1 Night Indigos. I feel like this is, man, seeing this in hand makes me wish I actually hit on my size. Because I was literally waiting for the white pair to drop, and I had a feeling, somebody told me that the navy was going to drop. I didn't expect it to be a shock drop on the Adidas app. It took a lot of people off guard. And when somebody told me about this, I'm thinking to myself, like, man, no, there's no way that this Adidas is going to do it this way. I originally thought that they were going to release it like any other AE1, timer on the website, and I'm getting ready for the date, and then boom, all of a sudden, they dropped the Night Indigo. So I was kind of a little bummed about that. But Adidas, if you're watching, I think some people want to know if you're going to make more pairs. And if you're not going to make more pairs, at least come out with the other two colorways, so people like, everybody else can enjoy the whole, at least part of the USA AE1 Low pack. But your boy Miltnificent, man. AE1 Night Indigo. Again, I can't do the on feet, but I will get my son to do it since this is his shoe. It's going to help his pops out. But comment below, man. Let me know what you think about the AE1 Night Indigos. Were you able to get a pair? And if you didn't get your pair yet, look, the breaking news on this is that it does come with extra laces. So I know a lot of people gonna be happy about that. But your boy Miltnificent, man, I am out. You guys stay blessed.